Man from Snowy River plot notes. Man from Snowy River 3 plot notes. Now, I've got a fair bit of a screenplay already. Well, introductory bits. Now, I've got an idea for some of the music. The Taming of the Stallion. Now, it's not the same as when he's been the Breaking of a Stallion. He was broken in the first movie, but he was released, of course, and he's still got a bit of wildness to him. Whereas the Taming of a Stallion scene is, which I've got the music for, it's Jessica and Jim, and I suppose Jessica, the daughter, played by Brooke Satchwell. I forget what I've named it, but basically it's probably in the yard again as well. But the Stallion's just sort of getting to know them and calming down. Sort of, it's, the colt from old regretted got away enjoying the wild bush horses, and there was the old Stallion. Now the Stallion's calming down and sort of, yeah, as I said, getting to know them, and it's sort of eating from their hands and stuff, sort of. They're feeding it some food and just wandering around, and Jim's able to get on it and ride it. And it's not really the breaking of the stallion, but it's just the calming of the stallion, the taming of the stallion. And he's starting to accept them as, well, his owners, I suppose. So that's the basic scene. Then same sort of lovely music and imagery and stuff like that. Okay. Now, there's also the piece of music I've got, which is Memories of Matilda. So what's happened is that Jim has found some notes, and he's bringing up Harrison and Mrs. Hume, who's in the third one, and Jessica and Jessica's daughter, and they're bringing him up to, what's the bloke's name? Harrison's twin. It's not Spud, is it? I can't remember the fella's name. The other bloke who was Harrison's brother, and can't remember off the top of my head. But they're bringing him up to his place, and Jim takes the these notes that he's found, because there was chatting in the early part of the screenplay, which one of the characters once the end says that Jim's actually the inheritor of this land with the villages and the gold's being mined, and Jim he's looked into that, and he's found some notes, and Harrison says, what's all this? And they go and says, let's go out into the light and look at it. Meanwhile, Mrs. Hume is sitting there with Jessica and the daughter, and they're looking at the picture of Matilda, and the music's playing, and it's Memories of Matilda music, and Mrs. Hume is talking about memories of what Matilda was like to Jessica and Jessica's daughter. So I don't have any firm dialogue yet, but and after that scene ends, after they've done the music and stuff, they go back out. The scene crosses to outside, and Harrison sort of, Jim's found title deeds essentially, which his father was actually an inheritor of the land, and what had happened that Spud, or whatever his name is, that had actually put in a claim with the government for that land, and that it was claimed. It was an old claim, and that he owned the land, and where the gold is mined, and where that village is, that was the land, and that he left. Jim's father had a share, and Spud, or whatever his name is, he left it to Jessica, and they're just examining the legal papers, and he says, and Harrison says, you'll never move a mountain men regarding the villages, and gold collectors, gold diggers are just as fussy, or words something like that. Okay, there's some of the ideas, and also it builds towards the, I'm not sure if it's going to be the Boer War. I think that's happening through Man from Snowy River 2, the Boer War. It might be World War I, the Great War. But essentially, the Samuel Johnson character and Jim, they go off to war, and they fight on the horses, and they survive, and ultimately, as it is in the end, who is that man? Asks Queen Victoria, and Prince Albert says, they call him the Man from Snowy River. And there might have been a scene where Jim is sort of like in Man from Snowy River 2, when you call that a live prison, there might be some sort of scene with British guards or something, some sort of accident happened and Jim puts on a heroic deed, and who knows. They're just some of the basic ideas, plot ideas that I've got for The Man from Snowy River 3.